Hey everyone, we're going to show you how to rebuild your Ohm front hub today. This is for the latest generation featuring a preload end cap. You'll need a 6mm hex key and a 2mm hex key. This is a 2mm, not a 2.5. Begin by removing the axle bolt on the preload collar side. Once removed, careful not to rotate the hub and drop the knurled widget. Use your 2mm hex key to loosen the pinch bolt on the preload collar. Remove by rotating counterclockwise off the axle. Take care not to drop the knurled widget. Now to remove the axle, we're going to use the bolt partially threaded in to unseat the axle and press out the opposite end of the hub. Squeeze on the hub towards the opposite side, and now pull the axle out through the bearings with the bolt installed. Now take your time to clean out the outside of the hub, as well as the bearings, and brush the inside of the hub out. Once ready to install the axle, remove the axle bolt and slide the axle back in through the hub. Be sure to press on the axle so that it firmly seats across the hub. Next, install your preload collar without the knurled widget. Collar can be installed using a clockwise rotation until it just contacts the bearing in the hub. You can hold the other side of the axle to fine-tune this adjustment. Now tighten the pinch bolt using your 2mm hex key. Once installed, go ahead and press on the knurled widget and reinstall your axle bolt. Be sure that the cone washer is installed on the axle bolt. Be sure both axle bolts are loose. Prepare to install into your fork for the preload adjustment. Once the hub is installed in your fork, double check that the axle bolts are tightened to riding torque spec before proceeding with the adjustment. Use your 2mm hex key to loosen the pinch bolt. You can now rotate the preload collar counterclockwise to loosen preload, which will add side-to-side play to the hub, or clockwise to tighten preload, which will remove side-to-side play from the hub. Too much preload will cause bearing drag and a slow spinning front wheel. Adjust until you find your sweet spot and check for no side-to-side play. Tighten the pinch bolt using your 2mm hex key, and you are now ready to get back on the track.